Children generally understand a word before they will say a word. So we need to encourage understanding vocabulary, or what we call receptive vocabulary, before we will see expressive vocabulary emerging. That's the words that they're actually saying. I'm Dr. Sandra McMahon, Director of Speech Pathology at SpeechNet Speech Pathology and Learning Centre. And I'd like to share with you today my top toy for toddler talk recommendation of the day. And it's sandpit toys. Did you know that early vocabulary is linked to higher IQs and also higher reading skills at the academic level? Vocabulary is even important for maths. No, you say, maths is about numbers. Well, of course they're about numbers, but there's very specific vocabulary that will make or break whether your toddler can succeed in maths. It comes back down to language and understanding of words. Words like, let's add some sand. Let's take some out. We can then see that adding is like addition. Taking away is like subtraction. We have put together a free maths vocabulary download linked to this blog. So it's really useful to print that out, pop it on the fridge, and it makes you think about all the maths vocabulary words that you can use as you're interacting with your little one. If you use the words a lot in everyday interactions and during play, they start to understand the words, and this is actually the foundation of not only language, but also maths learning too. But let's just have a look what I've done here. So sometimes we can't get to the beach. We can't always access a sandpit. But it's very simple to set this play up, perhaps outside, or even I often do it in a therapy clinic like here. What I do is I put down a plastic down sheet, so it's really easy to clean up. And then you can use sweeping up as one of your action words at the end. I have a locked bucket full of sand, and we can have a sandpit play any time of the year. So let's have a look at some of the actions we can do. Of course, we can do, let's put our dinosaur in here. We can hide him here. We're doing hiding the dinosaur. And then we might do some digging. We're doing digging. Let's do digging. And do you notice how I'm saying the word over and over again? Part of the conversation. The more repetition you use of the same word, the more likely the child is going to imitate or understand the word. So I'm going to do digging, and then what am I going to do? I'm finding the dinosaur. I found it. I found the dinosaur. Let's hide. Let's do hiding, and then we can repeat again. We do the digging and the finding. Really simple activity. We've just used 3 really good action words that we can do it over and over again with different dinosaurs, or we can use different toys that we can hide. Really easy to do. Of course, raking the sand. We can do pushing. And here, on the floor, we can pull it, push it over here. We're scraping the floor, scraping. We can even bring in some favourite toys like the dumper truck. We can do filling. We're filling the truck, filling it up. We're filling up the truck. Wow, we're filling up the truck. And what can we do now? We can do dumping out. We're dumping out the sand. We can do shaking and shifting. That's fun. And then we can think about, oh, it looks like it's raining. Maybe it's going to be raining. Oh, it's raining on the dinosaur. It's raining. So now we're bringing in some imaginative play or symbolic play at the same time of our action words. Let's have a look what else we can do. We can do squeezing. Oh, we squeeze the sand. We can make a ball. We can put some sand and make a sandcastle. We're patting it down, patting. Yep, and then what can we do? We can do some making. Let's make a sandcastle. Making a sandcastle. Wow. We can do more. Let's do more. We can do more sandcastles. Patting, patting, patting it down. Oh, they're patting. We're going to make more sandcastles. Oh, making a sandcastle. Wow. Now we've got 1, 2 sandcastles. And here we go, we can bring in some numbers. We can have different colours, buckets. We can do sorting. We can do sorting. We can have some things go in the blue bucket and some in the green bucket. We can have count how many blue buckets we've got. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 blue buckets. 1, 2, 3, 4 buckets. And if we put the S on the end of buckets, we're working on grammar, getting that plural marker as well. So much you can do with sand play. We can also do stirring. We can pretend to be making something. We can put some things in our bowl. There we go. Let's put some things in our bowl here, and we can get some water. We can do pouring. We're pouring. Oh, and then what have we got? We've got wet sand and dry sand. Our sand's all wet now. Oh, wet sand. It's all wet. So now we're working on some describing words. We've got dry sand and wet sand. We can do some cooking, as I said. So where's our spoon for our stirring? Oh, I've lost the spoon for stirring. Here it is. We can do stirring, stirring. Oh, what are we going to make? Make some pudding? Yum, we're stirring. Oh, yummy, now we're eating. Should we share it with the dinosaur? Does this dinosaur want to do some eating? He's eating. What else can we do? Oh, the dinosaur might want to do some stomping. Stomping, stomping. Oh no, he broke our sandcastle down. Oh no, he's stomping. We can do it all again now, making and squeezing and patting, and we can start all over again. Let's look at some more of the maths words now. So we talked about adding and taking away for addition and subtraction. But the other concepts of maths include size. So we can do, let's do a big sandcastle. There we go, we're doing a big sandcastle. Let's put lots of sand in there. Oh, big sandcastle. Patting, patting. A big sandcastle. Oh, it's big. Now we can do this one. Do this one here. There we go. This one here. Here. Oh, that one there. Oh, come on out. Oh, we did it. There we go. And then we could have this size one as well. Look at this. Get some of my sand. I'm scooping the sand up, scooping. Or maybe I can go back to scraping the sand. Oh, I've got some more sand here. Oh, carrying. Oh, I'm carrying the sand. I'm carrying more sand. Pushing. I'm pushing the sand in. I'm pushing up. Making another sandcastle. Oh, that one had some pictures in it. There we go. Look at that. Now we've got a big sandcastle, but this one's even bigger. And this is the biggest sandcastle. So that's a size one. And big, bigger, and biggest, or small, small, smallest, they're really important for numbers because that's really about a number line, isn't it? So 1 is smaller than 10. 10 is the biggest number. 1 is the smallest number on the line. We could then even try and chop this in half. So we can talk about half as well. We've got, oh no, half our sandcastle stayed standing and half fell down. Oh no. So then we're bringing more maths vocab here. Tallest and shortest. So again, measuring. Oh, let's measure. This one is, let's see, 1 dinosaur height, but this one's only half the dinosaur height. Do measuring. You don't have to use numbers, just the concept of comparing and measuring is again the basis of maths. Even something like full and empty is a concept of maths, so we're starting to look at the volume mathematics. So we can count endless things. As I said, we can count the number of buckets, we can count the number of things hiding, we can count the number of sandcastles we've made. I could probably spend an hour talking about vocab words we can do, but let's just look at one more area, and that would be position words. Again, also important for maths. Does this number come before or after? Is 9 before or after 10? We can say, before we make a sandcastle, we have to put the sand in. Or we can say, let's put this sandcastle behind this sandcastle. So in front, behind, we can do positions. We could try and put this sandcastle on top. Will it stay? Oh no, it's not on top, it fell down. So we can do on top, next to, behind, in between. All those words are actually early maths words. I hope that's been useful for you to think about how even a basic game of sandpit making can have so much vocabulary. Remember, repetition. Pick one or two key words that you think you're going to work with today. Put it in, let's put it in. It could be you're just going to talk about digging today. Digging, digging. So just use one or two words over and over again. Encourage them to say it. You don't have to force them to try and say it, but hopefully they will copy you, and if they do, lots of social praise for having a go. Now, even if the word doesn't come out clear, so if it's gigging for digging or digging, that's great. They're having a go at the word, and you just come back with, yes, you're digging, and emphasize the sound, so you're encouraging clear speech as well. So much you can do with sandpit. Remember, if you have any concerns about whether the vocabulary your child is using if they're under 3 is okay for their age, take a look at our online first word counter. It's a screener that looks at how many words your child is saying and is that okay for their particular age. It's a good way to get started and looking at that vocabulary, which is, I want to really point out today, vocabulary is key to later learning.